the very first time I ever got a phone call from Neil Young's people was back in 1981. I was in Nashville. I was very much see how I was eating a bowl of Cheerios, and I got a phone call at maybe it was like 9:30 in the morning, and somebody had gotten my phone number from the Musicians Union, and it wound up being Elliot Mazer, and he was producing Neil. And he said, "Hey, yes, is this Anthony Crawford?" And I said, "Yes, it is." And I said, "Who is this?" He said, "It's Elliot Mazer. I'm producing Neil Young down at Quadraphonic, and he would like you to come down and sing at noon." And I'm thinking, wait a minute. Who, excuse me, you're who now? I mean, I remember I was like, what? I'm just a kid. I'm 23 years old, and to get a phone call from some iconic rock star who, when I traveled from Birmingham to Nashville all the time, I would always listen to Neil Young going up there. I just loved his music, loved everything about it. I remember driving, this is like really weird, but I mean, I remember driving from Birmingham to Nashville one night. It was late, and it was around Ardmore, Alabama, which is the very last town on the north side of Alabama going into Tennessee. I guess it was some kind of weird thing, but I looked over to my right and I saw a cross burning out there in the field, and these people out there that were, dressed in white robes, and it was like, wow, am I dreaming this or what? This was like 1981, wow. Something like that. Yeah, it was weird. And I happened to be listening to Neil Young, and I think it was after the Gold Rush CD or whatever that one is. It had all these songs on it, like Southern Man and all that kind of stuff on it, and it was just made such an impression on me. It was so weird to see this, but anyway, back to the conversation. I said, well, sure, I'll be at the studio, but I guess, and I thought it was somebody playing a joke on me, but I thought, well, I'll just go down there and I'll be there anyway. So I found out where Quadraphonic was, and I went down there, and sure enough, I walked in the studio, and immediately I see Neil Young, and we go from me walking in the door to going into a vocal booth, and it's me and this man that I'll listen to for years.
Bizarre.
It was bizarre. And I'm singing with this rock and roll icon on these songs, which turned out to be the songs on an album called Old Ways. And I'm not really sure if he used the ones that we performed that day, which if he, we re-recorded that album out at the Castle somewhere along the line. But that was the most magical time in my musical career as far as just something opening